Good morning, everyone. We are here to talk about some emerging techniques that we can incorporate into teaching learning practices. And we all know that, especially right since we have experienced that COVID scenario, most of the organizations these days are switching to online teaching learning, and that has become one of the most trusted solution for distance education. And in order to lead such courses in the online mode, definitely we teachers need to be proficient with the tools that are available throughout the world. And for this, we'll be talking about some of the most essential tools in today's session, and starting with one LMS that we have as Moodle LMS. So first we'll be talking about this, and then in the coming session, we'll be talking about many other tools as well. So as far as this Moodle is concerned, this is basically a full form we have for is modular object-oriented dynamic learning environment. And this is generally a open source learning management system that can help you to get a easy platform for conducting or creating online teaching learning experience as a teacher and as a student on the other side. Everyone can feel very connected through this easy to use interface. And with this Moodle platform, it is possible to share study materials with the students. We can even organize activities. We can have live communication with the students. It is possible to have the grading mechanism, also attendance mechanism, almost everything you can have on the single platform. So there is no need to manage like multiple softwares, or no need to create some registers or files for the documentation. Rather, you can have everything on this Moodle platform. And we also have plenty of plugins available on this platform that you can use for enhancing your overall experience while leading these educational courses on the platform. So for those who are very beginners with the Moodle, that how we can set up it and how we can begin with creating a course, I'll be providing you ideas from the scratch itself. And this will be a hands-on session. So I'll not be continuing with the PPT further. Rather, we'll be doing a hands-on with the Moodle platform. And I'll help you understand right from the scratch how you can create your course, how you can share resources with the participants. And we'll definitely discuss plenty of things on the Moodle workspace directly. So there are multiple options to access your Moodle LMS right now. Some of them I have listed here is if you are planning to create it online directly from your internet access using your web browser. We have two most popular options for that. One is Moodle Cloud and other is Genomio. Both these websites allow you to create your Moodle courses online, and they are available free of cost. So free of charge, you can create your courses and you can have complete management from there. However, because they are free sources, so there are some limitations that you will find, like on Genomio, you will not be able to get access to new plugins, and there are few limitations. Otherwise, most of the things are almost same as what we have on the offline case. For the offline also, we have WAMP server, we have XAMPP server, and we have Bitnami installer. Any of these you can use for setting up your Moodle environment. For now, I'll be working with a XAMPP server-based installation that I have already done. I will not be able to do the live installation in the session because otherwise it will take entire session because there are so many selections to do. But if any of you need the procedure that how you can install your Moodle platform on XAMPP server, I can share a video link later on if anyone needs that. And you can definitely follow that. It is a very easy to follow video, like maybe for 30 minutes. And step by step, they will guide you throughout the installation process. You just have to do some configuration settings on your system and the website will be ready. So in the XAMPP server or WAMP server case, or in any of these offline cases, you will be able to start with the local host directly. However, in case of the online version, you can start with the website directly. So I'll just close this PPT right here, and we'll switch to the online platform where we have this Moodle creation options. First of all, this is the official website of Moodle community. And just to see how popular it is, you can see the quick stats over here. There are like crores of courses that are already running on this particular platform, and there are like huge number of sites that have been designed, because on every site you can create like unlimited number of courses. So that is a freedom to the teachers, that even by just creating one single site, they can manage all their courses from the same platform. And it is working currently in 241 plus countries, and there is a huge community that is behind this Moodle platform, and there are plenty of plugins that you can access. And the good thing is, as a beginner, you can even find demo options on the official website. They will guide you throughout the process, that how you can do the basic management task on this Moodle. Also, there is a documentation part where you will be guided through the essentials, like how you can manage your course, how you can add activities, and anything related to your site or your application you want to do. You will at least get basic resources from here. But yes, I can understand that as a beginner, it is not always possible to just go through the tutorials and establish things. So definitely we will do it with the hands-on session over here, so that we can learn the process at least. I'll also show you both the websites that we have for creation of Moodle courses online. This one is Moodle Cloud that I have listed among one of the resources. On this platform, you can log in and you can start creating your LMS easily. But in my case, I have used this Genomio. This is one easy to use platform where you don't even need to log in. Rather, you can insert your site information right here, and soon after that, it will allow you to create your own website platform for managing your courses. So let me just give you an idea how you can do this with Genomio if anyone wants to do it side by side, maybe. And because the same things I'll be doing on the local host as well. So there will be no big difference. Just one difference that you will see is about plugin, because you cannot install new plugins on Genomio, but on the local host, you can easily install them. Rest all will be almost same. So if you want to do it side by side, you can do it from here also. So what you can do is, the process is very simple. This asks you about the URL, first of all, the URL that you want to create for your LMS right now. And definitely it will be with the extension genomio.com, because we are using a third-party platform. So the extension will be from their side only. And here you can just enter your website name or your brand name and anything that you want to give as a name for your course. Like my site, for example, I have given here. If the name is not already taken, it will be accepted. Otherwise, you will get an error notification that the name is already taken and you have to give another name. So that uniqueness you have to ensure. And after this, you need to insert your email ID right here, as I have inserted. So first, the name of your website, and then the email ID where you want to receive link and credentials for your Moodle LMS. And then you have to check mark this particular area and click on create site option here. Just this little information you have to insert. And as soon as you click on this create site option, within a few minutes, you will receive an email on your Gmail account or whatever email ID you have inserted in on that particular box. So this kind of email you will receive on the connected email. And you can see here, this is the sample site. Since I have created it already, I have not sent the email right now. I have created it already. So you can see I have given it name teaching site, and the complete link is with .genomio.com. And at the same time, they will share the credentials for your website that you can use for first time login. And definitely you should change your password after that so that your site stays secured. So this is very basic step you have for connecting to this platform. Now you can just click on this, whatever link you have received, you can click on this and it will take you to the official website. Since I have already logged in to this, I have already used it, so I'm not asked for signing in. Otherwise, in your case, whenever you click on that link provided here, you will be asked to insert these credentials, your username and your password you have to insert in that case, and then you will be taken to this particular page. Now let us observe this, what we have here. You will find 4 options on the top. One is home page, we have dashboard, we have my courses, we have site administration. And because this page I'm showing you with Genomio, and we are using it free of cost. So in order to manage their expenses, definitely they are running some advertisements behind. So you will see some advertisements on the page here. We cannot avoid them right now. But yes, if you go with the subscription mode on this website, you will not have any unwanted these advertisements on your page. So then we have this dashboard area, we have calendar area, and site administration will give you access to plenty of management options. We have user management, general management, some plugin settings you will have, server options, plenty of settings. And it is important to mention that on this Moodle platform, like, you have thousands of controls. It will not be even possible for me to demonstrate everything within this one session. This may take several days to cover up all the options that we have on this Moodle platform. But I'll just try to give you an idea about at least all basics that you may need to host your website and to run your courses as a beginner. So among all these options, few of them will be using to add on some controls to our platform. So this is currently with a basic site, and you can see in the My Courses section, I can see one course that I have created already. And in your case, this space may be empty and they may ask you to create a new course. So you can start from there. So this platform is with Genomio, that is your online platform. At the same time, let me show you how it appears with the local host, so that you can be sure that it will be similar on the local host also, and you can manage it from any of these platforms easily. So here I have opened up it with the local host. You can see here, local host Moodle, my platform I have opened up. I have installed it with XAMPP server. So you can use XAMPP, WAMP or Bitnami, any of them that you can use easily. Right now, the same platform without advertisements you will see here. The only difference we can see here is, in the previous case, we were having some space dedicated for the advertisements, but in this local host case, we do not have the problem with advertisements. We have plain pages and we can manage everything from here. Now, starting from the very beginning, when you log in to this platform, as a teacher, when you are creating your course as a teacher, the very first thing you have to do is change your password or change your credentials so that your platform is safe to use. Because especially on the Genomio, you should do that. But on the local host also, prefer to give a secure username password for your access. So how you can do that? Very simple. You have to go on the top portion here where you have the admin user or whatever name you have given to your site. Based on that, abbreviation will be given here. Just click on this and then go to the profile settings. We'll click on this, and here we have the admin user controls. And currently you will have the basic information like email address, country, city, town, etc. But you can edit profile for the detailed credential information over here. For instance, I'm just clicking on this and I'll scroll down, and here I have the option to add new password. So you can just click on this pen button over here that allows you access to edit password. I'm not doing that right now because I have already updated the password for this particular website. If you want to change username, that also you can do from here. That is also your choice. And first name, last name, or email address, anything you want to change, you can update it from here directly. After updating all these details, you can add user picture, etc. You can add your LMS description, whatever you want to appear on your Moodle LMS. Accordingly, all settings you can do. And ultimately, you will scroll down, and here you will click on update profile. So if you have made any changes, they will be updated to your profile section, and definitely the security information based on the new password will be updated, and you will get rid of this by default password, and your site will be secured based on that. The same we have option with the local host. So no difference. I'll not be explaining it again. The same option you will find on the local host as well.
Dr. Jagriti,
Yes, please.
this side Dr. Sandeep Kumar. Actually, the thing which we are doing side by side, the thing which you have mentioned right now, like to change the password, you have done in the Genomio or in local host?
Ma'am, in both cases, it will be exactly same.
Okay, okay. That means on both sides we have to change. If we are changing on Genomio, it will not be changed automatically on local host.
Ma'am, you please try to use only one of these. I'm just giving you example of both things, but do not get confused with both. Just
Okay,
use
okay.
one of these.
Okay, okay, done. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, okay. So this is currently on my local host if anyone is confused. So okay, fine. From this onwards, I'll be using this only with the local host, and you can use it anywhere, either on the local host or on the Genomia. And this was just for your reference that on both platforms we can do the same things. So I'll be using it on the local host further. So you can see here, the profile section is same as that of your Genomio over here. And now we will switch to the dashboard section. And here you will see some timeline information, if some courses are already in progress, and any deadlines are to be highlighted here, or any upcoming events are there, they will be highlighted in this timeline section automatically, because currently we are not running any course here, so they are not listed over here. Secondly, we have a calendar option over here, in which we can add new events as per our requirement. Now, if we just consider the curriculum requirements, sorry, of our universities or colleges, it is generally required to plan everything like your sessional exams, final exams, practical exams. All those things we have to plan in a calendar. So instead of using a separate software or any register for that, you can manage it right here. For instance, you can see right now in this section right here, it shows all courses by default. In case if you have already any course registered, you can click on the drop down menu and you will find the list of those courses. Since I have one course on this side, that is data science machine learning, so that is being listed. If you people are doing it for the first time, there will be no other course. You will just have all courses option in that case. So just I'm giving you an idea of how we can use this. For instance, I am choosing one of the already created courses. You can do this later on also when I'll be creating a new course, and for that you can associate an event over here. This is just for a quick info on the dashboard. So I have just clicked on this. In case if you want to make any event for all the listed courses, in that case you can go with the all courses option also if there is a common event to be hosted. Then we can click on new event right here. So I'll just click on this and it will ask you to enter your event details. And for instance, since I have selected this course, that is why it is appearing here. In your case, it may be like all courses appearing here. So it will be automatically assigned to all the courses that you may have in the list. So don't worry about whether the name is same in your case or not. This is just because I have already a course here. For example, the event title is sessional exams. Maybe you want to schedule sessional exams in the calendar. And the month or date you can choose from here, like maybe in the June 29th, we'll be starting these exams. And if there is any other information you want to insert, that also we can do. And description about exam or duration, location, every information relevant to your exam you can do here. Currently, I'm just writing name and date. The below information you can add as per your requirement. Then I'll click on save and it will be available. I'll just switch to the June month and you can see here, this event is available in my calendar. And the same event will be highlighted on the student side also. I'll show you how to add student and how to get notification on the student side. All those things we are going to discuss. This is just a quick demonstration of how you can use the calendar and how it will be beneficial to manage all your events from the dashboard itself. So I'm just closing this right now. And now the first task, when you start your Moodle LMS, the first task you have to do is add users to your platform. Because when you are running a course on Moodle, you definitely need a set of students to be enrolled. So very first thing, we'll go to the site administration window. Just click on this. Those who are doing it side by side, they can also follow the same. Just click on the site administration window and we'll just go to a new page soon. Here you can see plenty of options. Currently, we'll just go to the user section because we want to add new users. Now, there are plenty of ways to add new users also. I'll just show you one or two of those that you can use easily. First option we can try is add a new user. And second, we will try is upload users. Why? Both of these will be beneficial to you. See, add a new user means when you have to add a single user. So that you can update from here, single user. But most of the time as a teacher, you would like to add a big strength of students, like maybe in your class, there are 50, 60 students. So adding them one by one will be a time consuming task. So in that case, you can have a quick upload of all user details. I'll describe both of them for you. First, let us see how we can do this with a single user maybe. I'll click on this option, add a new user. And here we have options to insert all the relevant details you can see. First of all, username we have to insert. So whatever username you want to give to your student, you can add that. For example, I'm inserting here student 1. Just a random name I'm inserting. We are inserting it manually, so this setting is fine here. And then password you have to insert for your student. This password you can insert from here, but you can also allow your student to later on change it. For example, I have just given a random password, student@123. On this Moodle platform, when you create password, you may need one capital letter, a combination of numbers and alphabets, and also a special character. So I have just used a combination of everything. If you don't do that, when you try to submit it by the end, at that time it will give you an error, and then you may have to change it based on the requirement. This is just to create a secure password. It is listed right here. So accordingly, you can update. Then the first name and last name for the student. For example, I can write student test, just a random name I have inserted. Then email ID you have to provide. maybe a student 123 at the rate gmail.com. You, in your case, you would be inserting exact user ID. I'm just inserting a random email ID over here. And if you have the remaining information also to be updated, like city, zone, time zone, etc., then you can do that. Otherwise, you can leave it blank. If a picture of the student is to be updated, you can do it from here. Or otherwise, you can just go to create user option. So I'll just click on this. So it says that only lowercase letters are allowed in username. I'm inserting a small s over here and then create user. So it will be soon updated in the list. So what it says that currently I have 3 users. This is the creator user. This one I have already added as a test student because I'll be demonstrating you the user side also, or the student side also. So I have inserted my other email ID here to show you the other way out, that how from the teacher side and from the student side this platform will appear. And this one I have just inserted as a random student. The second thing we need to learn is it will be about adding bulk users. I hope the first step is clear, and the second step you can do is upload users. If you click on this option, it will take you to a new page where you are asked to upload a CSV file that contains information about all the users. So you can create an Excel file with all user details or student details, and that can be linked here directly. But now the big question for the beginners will be how you have to prepare that Excel file, because there should be a specific format that can be accepted by this Moodle platform. So in order to do that, what you can prefer is just check this example CSV file. If anyone has any query, please let me know. Someone has raised hand. If anyone needs to ask anything, they can also put share PPT. There is no PPT for this. We are doing a live demonstration, sir. We don't have any PPT for this. This is all live demonstration, and I hope the session is also being recorded. So maybe the coordinators can help you with the recorded session later on. So example.csv file, you can choose for the reference that how you have to create the user context over here. So in case you can click on this and it will allow you to download. I have already downloaded this for you, and so I can just show you from here. This is your current example file. So they say that you have to create it like this. There should be username, first name, last name, and email. This is the essential component you need from the students. So in the same manner, you can add like 50, 60 students into the single Excel file, and it can be uploaded directly on the platform. I have also created a similar kind of file. In your case, if you don't have the user file, but you still want to learn how to upload users, you can use the same example file. It will create these random set of users on your platform. So the same you can upload back to the platform. In my case, I have created here a sample user list. And in this case, I have also added one more column, that is password column. If you don't want to add that, you can allow your students directly to add their password. They will be permitted. Even after you have added these passwords, students will still be allowed to change their password as per requirement. So what I have done here, in username, I have added, for example, roll numbers of the students. Then we have password, then first name, last name, some random names I have updated, and some random email IDs I have updated in this case. You will be changing it with the exact student email IDs.
Dr. Jagriti, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, like you have said that you have entered the column that is password by yourself.
Yes.
Is there any other like field we can add, or such kind of information is required in this Excel sheet?
No, ma'am, this is enough information. You may not need to add anything else except this.
Okay, that means ke only password can be added. Other things will be remain same.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So I'm just closing this portion. So for you, there are both options. You can either use the example file or use the yourself created file. I'll show you how we can upload it now. I'll go back here and you have a quick option to choose a file. I'll click on this and it will ask you to upload file from here. There are different options like some private files if you have already on Moodle, server files you want to get. But in our case, we'll be uploading it from our system. So I have this upload a file option and choose file. It will allow me to browse to my system. And here I have created. In your case, you can choose this one also. If you have your own list, you can use that also. So I'll be using this list and click on open. If the format is acceptable, because sometimes the format is not acceptable, make sure it is a .csv file. If you try to upload a XLS file, that will not be accepted. It will give you give an error in that case. So make sure it is a CSV file only. And then we can just click on upload this file. You just have to make the attachment and then click on upload this file. So after clicking this, if the format is accepted, we can click on upload users. If there is an error, it will be displayed on your screen. So as soon as I'm clicking on the upload user, the list is updated. If the format is not accepted, the error will be displayed here. So in that case, you may have to make some changes to your file. Most of the time, it is just because if you are not updating a CSV file, or if the elements like first name, last name are not appropriate. So these are the common errors you may find, but otherwise it will be uploaded very fine on your system. And once this preview is ready, means when we are able to verify all these things, we can go below and these settings you need not to change. They are not required. They are very general settings. But yes, if you want to add any special ability like user type or maybe some new passwords, etc., force password change, etc., that is your choice. But otherwise, they are not essential. So I'll just scroll down and click here on upload users. We have not yet uploaded it. We have just seen the preview of the users. So I'll just finally upload it and it should be listed in, you can see here, we have created 5 users and there are no weak passwords and none of the users have an error. It will give you an initial indication and we'll just continue. And soon after that, we'll come back to the upload users page. But we need not to upload more. So we'll just see if your list of users is ready over there or not. I hope those who are doing it side by side, they must be ready with the upload option and they must have added their file over here. So we can click again on the users option. If anyone needs me to repeat anything or if you feel that I'm going a little faster, you can let me know anytime in between. This is more essential that you learn whatever we are doing. So I can go slow in that case. So I have just clicked on users option again. And here, let us see, browse list of users to see if we have the proper list of users updated or not. So we can see here, all the students that we have added, they are right here now. And we have the creator email ID also. For that, you can identify it with this. The creator email ID will have settings page. And for the remaining, we have options to delete also. If you want to delete some users at any time, you can do that. After this also, if you want to add any new user, that also we can do. Now, there is one important point you need to understand. We have added users to the site right now, but they are not attached to any course. Right in the beginning, I told you that using a single Moodle site, we can run multiple number of courses. So currently, we are enrolling students on the site, not on the course itself. So this is the first step. In the second step, we'll be creating a course, and then we will be selecting the users from here to be enrolled into that particular course. So there may be like 100 or 200 students on the site administration section, but there may be like some of the 50, 60 students enrolled in one course and other 50, 60 students in other course. So that selection we can do later on with respect to the specific course that we'll be creating here. So this is your general setting we have done. Later on, I'll tell you something about plugins also. But before that, we'll go to My Courses section so that we can create a new course from here. We'll learn about how to create a course on this platform. So just click on My Courses, and here you will be asked to create a new course. We'll click on Create New Course option over here. Okay, I think we have made one mistake over here for the changes. See, when you are working as a creator, you always have to keep this edit mode on. This is essential everywhere. This edit mode should be always on. Then only things will be saved. I missed this. Let me just ensure if the users are updated here or not. I hope they will be updated. Yes, they are updated, but most of the major changes will not be allowed on your site if this edit mode is off. Always make sure whenever you log into the site, the first thing you do is enable this edit mode. On the student side, we need not to do this. On the teacher side, this edit mode should be on so that you can create courses and you can enable any editing to those courses over here. So now we are just going to create a new course from here. Now, in this portion, we can add details about any course that you want to add, like maybe any semester subject you are teaching. For that, you can create a specific course over here, maybe a short-term program, annual program, or 6 months program. Right now, for instance, I'll creating a sample course over here. Maybe the course full name, we can add like teaching learning practices, for instance. Any short name you want to give to your course. So I'll give it TLP 224. Just some random updates I'm making here. Then this one is essential, course start date and end date. See, there are plenty of settings that you will find. It is not necessary to do all the settings. Just the essential ones I'm including here. Remaining ones you can explore later on because there are unlimited things that you can do. So what we'll do here is the course start date. For example, I'm keeping it the same, but in your case, if you want to change, you can just scroll through the dates, scroll through the months or years, and accordingly, you can update it. So currently, this is like a 1-year program from 2024 to 2025. You can update it as per your requirement. If you want to assign any course ID number, like based on your curriculum, sometimes we have a ID associated to the subject. So that also you can update over here. That is your choice. Then any description about the course that will be visualized by your students also. So you can add that course summary, maybe like what you will be teaching in this particular course or what are the objectives of this particular course. So that you can update over here. I'm keeping it blank right now. If there is any image or maybe any subject banner or maybe any university banner you want to update, you can upload it here. I'm again keeping it empty. Then these are additional options you can try later on. I'll not be using all of them right now because for the basic upload of your courses, only this information is enough that we have updated here. So I'll click on Save and Display right here. As soon as we'll save and display, this new course will be updated on my course section and will be always taken to the official page where this course is active. So you can see the course automatically comes with few topic options that we can update, some activity connections we can have from here, general settings we can have, announcements we can have, plenty of things you will find over here that come by default. We can make changes from here and we can just add any detail to our course. I'll show that step by step to you. participants we can add, grades we can update from here, many other details also you will find, like maybe some course completion information, some badges you want to issue, and many other things you will see over here. But before I start creating things from here, I'll show you the student window also. So for that, what I have done here is I'll be using another browser. So I have opened Firefox side by side, and here is the other window for the same site on your student terminal. They can open it up. The email ID password that we have inserted, you have to just tell your student that by using these credentials, they can log into this Moodle website, and then they can just again go to the profile section to change their password as required. I'll not be explaining that again because we know that how we can change password. So on the student side also, they have to do the same. This edit mode will not be useful for the student side. They will not be able to make any change in the platform or the LMS or in any of the course. So edit mode is useful for the teachers only. They will be able to handle it. On the student side, this will not work. And then here we have options for different kind of the timelines and the calendars, whatever we have on the original platform. The same will appear here also. Then the student can go to the My Courses section, and here they can see for which courses they have been enrolled. Currently, this is the old course that I have created on my platform. So this student is enrolled for this one. You remember that I have not added participants into the newly created course. Rather, I have added participants to the site administration section only. So that is why that new course is not appearing on the student window. So this test student profile is currently without that new course. The old course only they can see. So let me show you that how a newly created information on that teacher window will reflect on this window once we add a user into this. So I'll just close this Firefox window, coming back to the Chrome window that is with edit mode on as a teacher. And here I'll try to update. The very first thing is participants. The students that will be attending my course, they will be updated right here. So what we are doing here is we have to enroll users. Currently, what we have is only the administrator is there. There is no other user. So for the remaining users, what we can do is we'll click on enroll users right here. And here we are allowed to search for the list of users that we have. This will include the entire list of users that we have added on the site administration window. So from here, you can click on whatever student you want to insert. For instance, this is the test user that I'm using on the Firefox window. So I'll be inserting this one. And you can add more, like maybe some random students I'll insert from here also. So for instance, only these 3 students I want to insert in this particular course. So I'll click on assign role that we have specified depending upon what you want to add. Sometimes we need to enroll new teachers to the course. That also we can do. Maybe some lab attendant, a non-teaching faculty we want to add. That also we can do here. But currently the role is student, so that we have added because students will have limited controls on the website. So that we have updated from here. And we can write enroll users. And soon after that, you will see the new list of users is updated here. So we have listed all those options. I think there are some comments. Let me just check if there are some queries. I think teachers will add the students in a course. Yes, that is what we are doing here. I'm showing this on the teacher window. How students will get connected to the particular teacher. The same thing I'm just doing here. If you just see right from the beginning, I'm explaining this. This is when this edit mode is on, this is teacher window. And the teacher, as a teacher only, I'm adding these students over here. And these are the same students that we have updated in the site administration. Now I'm just adding them to this particular course as a teacher. On the student window, this option will not be available. They will be just able to see their participation in a dedicated course that they have enrolled into. If they want to create their own course, there will be separate control. That is, they have to enter the website created by teacher. Of course, ma'am, this is what we are doing here. This website, right from the beginning, we are creating this website only, and here only we are adding the users or the students that we are editing here only. This website, when we'll be sharing it with the students, then only they will be able to access it. Currently, we are just, I'm just demonstrating that how on the both sides it will appear. So currently I have added these users, and I was about to show you this one, because this one I'm demonstrating you side by side as a student also. The passwords can be created by teachers and they can be created by the students also. Even if the teachers have created the passwords, students are also allowed to change them. You can even ask them to force change, or there will be an optional change also. All those settings we have on the system, so that students can manage from their end easily. They can have their own secure passwords for enrolling into the courses. So once we have updated the participants here, now I'm switching to the student window. See, very carefully, I'm switching to the student window to just demonstrate this thing to you. I'm just switching to my courses option, and here now we have two courses. Earlier there was only one course, but now I have enrolled this student into the new course also. So this is also appearing here, and they can just click on this and they will be able to go to the page, or the course page. This page I have not yet updated on my side, so they will not be able to see anything. I have just added them as a user right now. So when I'll make any updates on the teacher side, then only those updates will be appearing over here. So let me just show you how those updates we can see. I'm just closing the student side, and this is again back to the teacher side. And what we are doing here is we'll go to the My Courses section, and from here I'll click on the course that I want to manage. And here we can add topics or activities, anything. For example, first of all, I'll add some topics. This general I'll keep as is, because this is for the announcements, etc. I can use it directly. For example, the subject voice topic you want to add based on the curriculum. So I'll just add some random topics over here. For instance, the first one is basics of modern teaching learning. You have to press enter, then only it will be saved. When you write this, press enter on your keyboard, then only it will be saved over here. Topic 2, for example, I'll be adding here is introduction to blended learning, for example. Press enter and it will be saved here. Topic 3, for example, I'll be adding here maybe teaching learning with social media. Then the last topic I'm adding here is comparison between modern and traditional learning. Just some random topics I have updated here, just to show you that how it works. And now you can see on this side, this drop-down menu also has been updated with the new course topics. And the same thing will be updated on the student side also. If I go to the student browser window, I'll just refresh this content, and you can see these new topics are now visible to the student side also. The student is also able to see this thing. Getting back to the teacher side, where we have the editing option. So we'll get back to the general section over here, where we can make announcements for the course. And here I'll just click on announcements, and let us add a little bit information inside. For instance, first of all, for instance, you want to add any discussion topic right here. So what we can do is click on add discussion topic, And for example, we'll write here announcement for debate on modern and traditional teaching learning, for instance, and some instructions if you want to give, like debate will be hosted offline at maybe 4 p.m. on any date you want to add. Any of the instructions that you want, maybe language or anything that you want to add, you can update in the description section. And then we can say here, post to form. So as soon as it will be updated on the forum, it will be updated to the students also. So what it says that we have this discussion active on the announcement section, and let us see if it appears on the student side or not. I'll go to the other window, I'll refresh this, and then we'll switch to the announcement section on the student window. And here the student can see the details. They can click on this, and if there is any activity to be done, they can update it accordingly, because currently this is just an announcement. They are not asked to submit or edit anything, so there is no editing option available to the students. But yes, the information is visible to them, and they can update it as per the requirement, and they may attend the debate accordingly. So this is an easy way to spread all the details to the students immediately on the single platform. Coming back to the My Course section, where we have all the information about different topics that we want to conduct. Let us add few other activities. For instance, in the first course topic that we have on the teacher's window, I want to add maybe any activity. Like here, I'll click on activity, and it will take me to a page where we have all the plugins associated to your Moodle platform. So these plugins are available by default. For example, this attendance plugin I have installed myself. Others you will find by default. We can install any number of plugins as per our requirement. I'll show that also to you, that how we can add new plugins. For example, currently I would like to create a chat room for the students, so that if they have any discussions on the topic, they can just go to the chat window directly. So I'll click on this chat, although you have plenty of options. So you can try any of these. They are very simple options. You can try easily. I'll just demonstrate 2-3 of them depending upon how much time we have. So I'll click on chat over here, and it will just take a few seconds to add the chat window. And it says we are adding a new chat to the course right here. What name you want to give to this chat is, like, for example, chat room. For the course name that we have created is like teaching learning, something like this. I think TLP we have created 2024. So chat room for this particular course. Any description if you want to give, like all students can discuss their queries. So I have updated this information right here. And anything else if you want to create, like some restricted access or maybe anything advanced you want to add into this chat room, that you can do. Otherwise, we'll just save. Now, note, there is an important thing. You need not to do save and return to the course. If you do this one, chat room will be saved on your platform, but it will not be visible to the student side. If you want to make it visible on the student side, you can use this option if this chat room is not fully prepared and you want to edit it later on. But if it is completed and you want to display it to the student and they can use it, you have to click on save and display in that case. So clicking on save and display, and let us see what we get in the outcome of this. This is currently the chat room we have for the course, and it is connected to the first topic. You can insert it anywhere as per your requirement. And let us see on the student side if it appears or not. I'll just go to this option. We'll click on this, and inside this, student can see the chat room. They can click on this, And inside this, they will have the same, exactly same option as we have. Like, let me show you this in the half of the window. So I'll just close this, I'll just close this. And this side, on the left side, you can see the student window. On the right side, we have the teacher window. So both of them now can access this chat room. The good thing is this is an independent chat room. Like, this will be a conversation between student and teacher, and it will not be visible to other students. So it will be a simple conversation. And also, because this is a chat room, so other students can also add, definitely, because currently I have added only one student as a live participation here, but later on other students can also add. And the description about the chat will be saved on the teacher side. For the student, there will be not a detailed description of the chat, whatever they have communicated. For the teacher side, all the admin control will be available. Let me give you a quick demo of this, that how it will be accessible to the students or teachers. For instance, if the teacher or if the student click on enter the chat, maybe they have to ask any query. As soon as they click on this, a chat window will appear. You can see this chat window is here right now. As soon as they will click on enter the chat, a chat window will be appeared. And this chat window, for instance, here we have. Currently, this chat window is empty. There is no message, and there is only test student active. Only one student is active. If there are multiple students, their list will be appearing here so that they can have a common discussion in the chat room. Similarly, when teacher want to enter, like for instance, the student is doing some activity, and this we have updated, this the student has updated on their side. So on the teacher side, if you also want to enter into the chat room, we can enter here, and a new window will be appearing here. And you can see a hi is displayed from the student side. And now two people are active here. This where we have this name, teacher name bold, this is the teacher window. Where we have student name bold, this is the student window. So we can access both of them. Currently I'm using this on the same system, so accordingly the updates we can see here, but otherwise they will be on their own systems, and this kind of chat window will appear. So what we can do here is, for instance, we want to have a live interaction. So it will be a great chat platform. You can see a live interaction, both of them can have. I have a query, for example, then the teacher can reply. So in this manner, they can interact actively. So other students can also participate. Maybe they want to discuss a topic, a debate, anything they can do on the chat room. So this is a very creative option you will find on the platform here. I'll close this just for your demonstration. I have added it up here, and we'll get back to the teacher window right here. And here I'll go to my courses again, and the chat room or the forums, everything is stored over there. And you want to access any previous details, you can access it from here. Like this current user information, if there was any communication earlier, that will be saved in your window. You can access it anytime in future. In the similar manner, if we want to add anything else, like maybe any other update you want to make, for instance, in any of the sections you can do. I'm just using it here. You can use it in any section as per your requirement. We'll again go to the window here, and maybe if you want to update any resources, you can switch to the resources section. Maybe some book you want to add, file folder, or any page you want to add, there is any URL you want to share, you can just use any of these windows. Similarly, the activities we have, any of these you can update as per your requirement. Maybe you want to add some quiz, it is directly available here. Some Wikipedia resource, that is also available here. Some feedback you want to collect from the student, that is also available. Maybe some choice option you want to give, like let me just demonstrate this one also to all of you. Like maybe you want to ask your student option for maybe elective subject, or like their choice for elective subject for that semester. So what we'll do here is we'll add elective choices. provide your favorite subjects for elective. So we can do this. Provide your favorite subjects for electives, any description if you want to give, that you can update. And then options. If you want students to update options, definitely you have to click yes. If they can click more than one option, then yes, otherwise no. If you want to allow them only one option, then no. If limited number of options, that also you can activate from here. Then we have the choice options. For example, we want to give them some new subjects to study, like maybe data science, we have machine learning maybe, and then IoT, or maybe we have blockchain, any subject depending upon your curriculum requirement. If you want to give them as an option, they can be updated here. And then ultimately we can save and display. So you can see this activity is published now, and it should be available to the students also. So I'll get back to the student window. I'll go to the My Courses option, or we can directly switch to the side menu, and from there we'll be able to get to the updated option directly here. You can see provide your favorite subjects for electives. We'll click on this, and here student is asked to click on their favorite choices. So maybe like machine learning, or maybe deep learning, anything that they want to choose. They can save their choice from here. And as soon as students have saved, like they have saved their option, if we go back to the teacher's window and we refresh it, you will be able to visualize the responses. We'll go to the responses section, and you can see number of students responded, it is showing here, and who responded, this is the test student. Similarly, the table will be formed for like all 50 students. A table will be formed, and you will be able to see the total number of count for the students who have responded in favor of one or other option. And accordingly, maybe you can choose an elective subject for the curriculum in that particular course. Similarly, we have other options. If we go back, before I add any other option, let me just give you an idea about the plugins also, because that is another important thing, because we have limited time now. So I do not want to skip that part. We'll go to the site administration from here. And in this, we have here the plugins option. If I click on this, we have option to install plugins and plugins overview. In case any of you is using it on Genomio, just to show you the difference. If on the Genomio, I go to site administration and then plugins, you will have only plugins overview, not plugin install option. This is the main difference you will find in both. In case of localhost, we have install plugin option. In case of Genomio, we don't have install plugin option, because they do not allow you to install any new plugin on their server. So in our case, we are benefited with the install plugin option. We can click on this, and it will take you to the official pages where we have a list of plugins. We have two options. Either we can go to the online plugin directory, or if you have already downloaded a zip file for your plugin from the Moodle official website, then you can choose it directly here and install that plugin using zip file also. For a quick demonstration, we'll go into the plugin directly from here. And you may have to ask to log in, because I have already logged in. In your case, if you have not logged into the official website of Moodle, you have to log in using the same same email address that you have used to create your that particular Moodle website. Then only the installation will be linked to that particular Moodle website only. So I have already logged in, and here you can see a long list of plugins. So you can search for your desired plugin. Like, for example, in my case, I have obtained my attendance plugin from here. This plugin I have installed already on my system. You can find a wide range of, like, maybe some meeting options you want. So they have all professional options like Zoom meeting, MS Team meeting, You have Google Meet also on this platform, Teams meeting also, Google Meet you can see over here. So all the top rated options that we have for any of your course management, they will be available inside. Similarly, like you need some uh, assignment management solution, that also maybe you will find here, like what kind of assignment submission or how, what kind of grading you want to use. There are like thousands of different plugins that you can install as per your requirement. I will not be installing them right now because it generally takes some time, and it also requires you to refresh the website in between. Although it completely depends on how big your plugin is, accordingly it will take some time for the installation. But yes, otherwise you can do it directly from here. For instance, if I go to this Zoom meeting, I'll just click on this, and here you will find the install now option directly. So from here, you can click on installation. It will take a few minutes, depending upon how big is plugin. Some continue settings you have to follow, and soon it will be loaded on your website. You can refresh website, and then you can start using this Zoom meeting plugin. Currently, what I'll do is I'll go back, and I'll be using the already existing plugin from my website that I have added to the course. So that is your attendance plugin. Definitely, that is one of the most important part a teacher may need. Some question also I can see, can we get all the data of students on response sheet in Excel? I have not tried that, but I think because everything is stored in tables, so you can, of course, download it on your system. That should be possible. I have not required it any time for downloading in Excel sheets. So currently we'll be using it with the attendance. For example, I'll be adding one attendance over here. So I'll use attendance plugin from here, and so that we can manage student attendance for TLP 2024, or maybe for a specific subject, if you or a specific topic. Accordingly, you can update. And if you want to assign any grade for the attendance, that also you can do from here. Any other information you want to update, that is possible. So this attendance, teachers can mark automatically from here. Now we can see this attendance plugin is active on the course now. We can click on add session, because session wise attendance will be marked. So add session I'm doing from here, and maybe a session we have like from 11 to maybe 1. So that I have updated. And any description, if you want to add multiple session attendance at the same time, that also we can do. So I'll just add it, and session information will be updated. Maybe the date I have selected wrong. Yes, this time is already covered. So for example, for the next day, I can update it. So this is one session is successfully generated. And now how teacher will be able to mark the attendance. Currently, we have just created the session. Now we have to update this from here. Local host we can create on the same Genomio site. I'm doing it currently on the local host. On the Genomio, you cannot have the attendance plugin. They do not allow you to add new plugins on their system. So this plugin is available on the local host only right now. How we will reach to the local host? So this is the part of your Moodle installation. You can use XAMPP server or WAMP server. After that, you will be able to open up your local host. You have XAMPP server settings also for that. For example, these settings are currently running. I have opened up this MySQL and Apache servers, and I'm just running them, and that is why I'm able to open up my local host with this. Otherwise, you may have to follow it with the WAMP server or Bitnami, if any of them you are using. So getting back to the attendance, and now I'm able to mark the attendance, and there we have 4 different options. We have present, late, or excused, or absent. So depending upon your marking technique, we can use any of these. For instance, I'll be marking it here like this, depending upon the requirement. Currently, this is 0. Once I update it, the information will be stored on my system, and then I can just see that what details we have. So I'll just click on this and we can see the attendance update. Currently, because I have only 3 students, otherwise you will have it for all your big class. So the summary will be available right below this. And if we just go to the student part, like if I go to the attendance section on the student part, let us see what we can have here. The student can get the status update, that what points they are getting for attendance. If they are late, then of course some points will be cut based on how we are just working on the grading. The by default grading they are using right now. If you want to change the grading, we had that grading option while creating your attendance system. So we can do all of that as per your requirement. So this is currently for your attendance plugin on the student side as well as on the teacher side. We have seen this. Can we share videos and images as well in material? Yes, you can do that, sir. For videos, you can share URL links also. Images also you can add in the attachment, that is possible. Can we have the recording of the session? Yes, there are some recording plugins also available that you can add into your course platform, and they can help you to create recordings of the sessions. Like if you use Zoom meeting on your this Moodle platform, that has automatic recording facility. So from there you can have the recording directly. Possible to chat to the student in case of multiple students in a single course. Generally, that chat room is available for all the students, not available for the single student. It is generally available for all students altogether. But maybe if you have some settings in your window, I have not checked that, but if there are some settings on the appearance window, then definitely you can do that easily.